I've been making YouTube videos for about 10 years now, and when I started, I was using an old and heavy and bulky DSLR camera that wouldn't really focus and had a horrible clicking sound on the background. And since then, I've learned a thing or two about video production, and I've upgraded my camera and tried to find the perfect setup for me, and I thought I would share that with you. Let me start by saying though that I am not a techie person. If you are looking for a video that is super detailed with a lot of specs, then this is not the video for you. I'm filming this video for people like me that are not particularly tech savvy, and also share a setup that is not too complicated for people that are not that into the tech but that want to still share content. Let's start with the main camera, which is the camera that I'm using right now to film, which is the Canon G7X Mark II. I bought this in 2018 for about £360, but I looked at it now and it seems like the price hasn't dropped, it actually has increased. I don't know what's going on, and the newer version costs £1,000. So I don't know what happened with Canon, if they raised the prices. You can try and find it used and maybe you'll get a good deal. I like that it's small so I can carry it pretty much everywhere, and that it has a flippable screen, which is really important if you're filming yourself. It only films up to HD, so if you're into those 4K, 8K video quality, then this won't be the camera for you. Maybe the newer version has that, I'm not sure. It has a fairly good zoom and it has a touch screen, but on the downsides it's not very good for low light situations. And since in my house, the struggle number one is light, I do struggle using this camera without having a bunch of light around me, which I'll talk about lighting a little bit later on. And also the battery life isn't great. You need to have at least 2 to 3 batteries if you're planning to have this as your main camera. I did have to repair the motherboard once, but it's because I dropped it from the top of the van. That's like a 2 meters drop. Now for the drone, I think that you don't need a drone, first of all, but if you want to really skyrocket the quality and make your videos interesting, it's such a great addition. And I bought mine about 5 years ago, and I got the DJI Mavic Mini. I think I got it for about €500 because I bought the drone with the bundle that had the 3 extra batteries, so that's why it was a little bit more expensive. I would recommend getting extra batteries for your drone because a drone battery lasts like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, so it's better off to have at least one backup. But I adore this drone. It's very tiny, as you can see, and it's under 250 grams, so in most places you'll be able to fly it without having to do too much paper and bureaucracy for it. It really depends on where you're flying it though, because every country is different. It doesn't have the tracking option, so if you're walking it won't follow you. You need to pilot it so that it does follow you. So it's not great if you want to do a lot of shots where it's following you or it's following your car, or you know, if you're doing motorbike riding, you might want to get one that follows you. But there are ways to get around that. If you're a little bit creative, you can do it either dangerously whilst you're driving or during the editing process. The downsides of this is that it's a little bit fiddly to set up, just because you use your phone as a screen. So anytime that you want to use it, you need to set up your phone. And also, if you're like me and you have your phone always on low battery, sometimes you won't be able to fly because you need to have your phone charged to be able to use the drone. So if you're prone to having your phone always in low battery, then maybe consider getting a drone that has a controller with the screen integrated, and that's also going to be quicker for setting up. I did have to send it for repairs once. The gimbal cable broke. Also, the battery compartment doesn't close that properly, but again, I crashed it I think at least 10 times and it's still going strong, so I love my little drone. Now, for the newest additions to the crew, we're gonna talk action cams, because this summer I wanted to, well, I did go for a road trip to France with my motorbike, and I wanted to take good footage of that road trip. And I had an action cam that I bought 10 years ago for like €20. And I mean, at the time it was okay, but now when I watched the footage, I was just like, what am I doing? Like, how can you all watch a footage this bad? So I decided to make everybody a favor and upgrade the action cam. Funny story, I gave that old action cam to my friend's son who's 13, and I thought it would make a good present, right? Like it is like action cam when you're going bike riding and with your friends, and you know, it was also waterproof, so I thought it would be fun. And he said that it was so bad that not even him could make any use of it. After quite a bit of research, I decided to go for the Insta360 Ace Pro because I had seen good reviews online. I saw that quite a few motorbike vloggers used it, and also I like the colors and just the video quality. And wow, what a life changer this camera has been, not only for the motorbike riding videos, which are just like you cannot even compare them to what I had before, but also it's so small that and it has a wide angle lens, so you can use it in small spaces. I found myself grabbing this one so much more than the main one just because it's so much easier to set up. I even took it with me during the Great North Run. I just put it on my running belt, and it wasn't, again, too big or too heavy. It wasn't too annoying to carrying around, you know, when you're running, it bounces. This camera can film up to 4K. It has a flip touchscreen and it has a inbuilt microphone. I've also been using this for filming my IG Reels and TikTok videos, because if you flip it, it can switch from horizontal to vertical view. I bought the Ace Pro in August, and then in November, Insta360 themselves reached out to see if I wanted to try their new Go Ultra. And okay, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been doing gifted collaborations for the past few years on this channel because, well, they don't pay the bills, and I've got bills to pay like everybody. But I've decided to say yes to them because I was so impressed with the Ace Pro that I was really looking forward to try the Go Ultra. I had also seen it in one shop already, and I thought that it was really cool, so I gave in. And I will say that I'm not being paid to say anything in particular. If I didn't like this camera, I would have sent it back. So the cool thing about this camera is that it's actually a two-piece camera. So you have the main standalone piece with the flip screen, and then you have the pod that is detachable. And so when the pod is inside the camera, it acts as a normal action cam, but then you can detach it and you can put the pod far away from the main body in places where you wouldn't be able to put a normal action cam, or maybe where it would be too heavy. And when the pod is out, you can still control the settings and the framing through the screen. The pod is only 53 grams and less than 5 centimeters wide and tall. It's waterproof up to 10 meters. And the coolest thing is that it has a magnetic mount, so you can attach it to most metal surfaces. I know I should be more interested in the quality of the video and the technical specifications of this camera, but honestly, the magnetic mount is what does it for me. I've been sticking it on everything and anything. I tried the oven, the fridge, the washing machine, and my van at the moment is at the mechanic. Otherwise, I would have loved sticking this on and going for a drive. The camera can film up to 4K in 60 FPS and has an ultra wide field of view. The camera charges insanely fast. The entire case can go from 0 to 80% in 18 minutes and the pod in 12 minutes. As with most action cams, you can use a variety of mounts to make your footage interesting. There's their tripod that also serves as a selfie stick. You can put it on a suction cup, on their pivot stand that uses sticky tabs. This you can pretty much stick to anything and reuse it because the sticky tab is reusable. You can use their magnetic pendant and wear it as a necklace so that your camera is on your chest. The camera does have an inbuilt microphone, but if you want to improve the quality, or if you want to talk to the camera and you're far away from it, you can use their Insta360 Mic Air, which is a coin-sized microphone that connects directly to the camera.
This is without the Mic Air?
And this is with the Mic Air. This microphone not only connects directly to a range of cameras from Insta360, but if you get the receiver, you can also plug this on your phone and record the audio file directly there. I've been trying to get star lapses, so I've put the camera outside to run overnight to try and get the movements of the stars, and I haven't been able to get quite the perfect one because it's been quite cloudy, but even so, I was so impressed with the result. It looks like somebody that knew what they were doing was actually filming, what it was me, who has no clue. So I can't wait to use this in summer when there's the shooting stars. If you're looking for a hands-free, beginner-friendly camera to shoot lots of POV footage, then go and check out the Go Ultra. The information will be in the description box. So for the audio, I genuinely don't know how anybody watched the first like 100 videos that are in my channel, because the audio quality is just awful. The Jurassic Coast, and more on local fruit. And until I think 3 years ago, I used to use only the inbuilt mic in the camera. Don't do that. If you're serious about making videos online, then get yourself an external microphone. So a few years ago, I got a handheld recording microphone. I don't know why I went for that one. I did do my research and I thought that that was the best solution for the kind of videos that I did. But after that, I discovered that they sell those very small microphones that you can attach to yourself, and they have a small receiver that goes on your phone, and you can record an audio track that then you put together with the video track. And so I switched to that handheld thing that I think people use for bird songs, for a Hollyland Lark M2 microphone. This is very similar to what I showed you before. The Mic Air Insta360 phone is the same concept. If you use this whilst vlogging or whilst doing anything, basically you're gonna end up knocking it off. It's a certainty, and because it's black, it's very hard to find. So I've been lucky so far. I've lost it whilst hiking on the beach. I've lost it whilst gardening under a pile of hay, and I've been able to find it. But I know that one day I will lose one, but at least I'll have the second one. When I got those, I think they were 120 euros, but now I checked and they are at 85 euros, which I think it's a good value. As for tripods, I have the Manfrotto Pixie Mini tripod. I mean, this is Manfrotto, so you know it's gonna be good, but it's very cheap. It's only about 20 euros, and I'm pretty sure you can find it secondhand for less. And it's just great. I usually have either the main camera or one of the action cams on, and I just stick everything in one of my pockets and go. As for the main tripod, I bought one just on Amazon for about £50. I will leave the link below. You know, I'm not affiliated with Amazon. I don't get any commissions, but just for you to check. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's bad. It just, the other one was falling apart, so I bought a new one. That's it. Now for the sorest point, which is lighting. I'm telling you everything just with those sounds. This house doesn't have natural lighting, so when I first got here, I thought, okay, I just need a good light, a good video light, and then everything will be fine. And so I bought a newer light with a diffuser on it, and I tried it out, and still it looked awful. And so I learned that you need more than one source of light to have a more natural kind of setting. But you also need to know a little bit of lighting theory and like how to position lights. And I tried, believe me, I tried, but I'm never ever happy with the lighting situation. And I think it's a science, it's an art that I don't want to learn. Lastly, I wanted to touch on the laptop and software that I use, because I think many of you are going to be surprised. When you think about editing videos and YouTubers, you think about Mac Pros and very expensive computers. I edit my videos on an old Lenovo ThinkPad. I think you can find this specific model for like 200 euros, even less, online. I bought this secondhand about 6 years ago and it still goes strong. And will I say that it's the smoothest, most pleasant process to edit on this? No, but it works, and I've edited all of my videos on this. And before I had this laptop, I had another ThinkPad even older, and I used to edit the videos on that one. I cannot edit 4K or 8K on this. There's just no way. So I might need to upgrade it sooner rather than later. But even when I do it, I think I will go for another ThinkPad, because those are workhorses. And if you're clumsy like me and tend to drop stuff, then those are very sturdy. I dropped this so many times and I spilled tea and coffee all over it more than once, and it still works. So I'm not gonna say that this is the best laptop for editing. I'm just saying whatever you have, you can probably make it work. unless you want to do really big edits and very complex stuff. As for my editing software, I think many of you are going to be surprised about that as well, because I use a free software that I have downloaded on my laptop, and I use Ubuntu, which is a free operating system. I think there is a version of Kdenlive that's for Windows as well, but I've never tried, so I don't know if there's any bugs. So considering that the most commonly used software is used for editing, you have to pay like 20 to 50 euros a month for it. I pay zero, nada, zilch for this editing, and it makes me very happy because it means that in about 10 years I saved about 2,000 euros, which is crazy, and it works. I mean, again, it's not super fancy, but it does the job, and that's what I've been using for the past 10 years. I don't think I'm gonna change anytime soon. I think I'm done. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. And I feel this video is gonna be quite long, so if you're still here, thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below, unless it's a very specific nerdy question, then in that case, I'm not gonna be of any use. But yeah, I shall see you very soon.